Hi friends, welcome back to Dust Not Included. My name's Roy and today we're at Goodwill in Warwick, Rhode Island. Let's get in. Lots of new items have been posted to my eBay store. A link is in the description below. This week, Jen and I will be having a live sale right here on my channel, Thursday at 6:30. Well, today this Goodwill definitely had a lot of furniture outside. Look at the handles on this cabinet. They were only asking $7.99 for it. My favorite piece, though, happened to be this one. Look how beautiful. There was a key with a tassel. They were asking $59.99. It's sure beautiful, though. I loved all of the ornateness on the doors. The wood was just beautiful, and it still had that original key. Well, time to get inside and see what's on the shelf. The first thing that caught my eye was this flower pot. Look at all those colorful flowers. It was a pottery piece, hand painted and made in Italy. They were asking $3.99 for it. I also spotted right below it this plate. It had some cherry blossoms on it. They were asking only $1.99 and it was made in Portugal. I couldn't find any solds to compare it to, but I did find a few asking. For now, I'm just going to put that flower pot in the cart. This owl was kind of cute as well. He was modern. They were asking $5.99 for him. Over into the figurine section. On the very top shelf, I spotted this clock. It's a dollhouse piece, but it actually has a winder in it, so it works. It was made of wood, and I thought it was quite interesting. So, another one for the cart. Look at this piece. Too bad it was missing a lot of its paint and it was kind of chipped up. They were asking $4.99 for it. This little guy was cute. He was playing a flute. Looks like he was originally $1. Today, they were asking $4.99. Well, moving down the line, I spotted this Italian spoon rest. It was a pottery piece. Unfortunately, it had a few chips all around the edges. Right next to it was this cute little bell. They were asking $2.99 for her. This here was a modern piece. I didn't really realize it at first, but they were asking $4.99. This poor horse had some broken legs. It is made by Napco, and they were asking $9.99 for it. Even with the broken legs. I was excited to find this on the top shelf. It is a John Perry sculpture. It's a mom and dad and baby dolphin on a piece of driftwood. Isn't this a really neat piece? It did have a little dirty spot, which I thought I could clean up. Here's one similar that sold on eBay. I also noticed this wooden ship up here. Look at all of those sails. They were asking $9.99 for it, however. Over in the holiday section, I found this cute planter. It is from the 2000s, but look how cute it is. It looked great in a little display. I also spotted these cute little bells. I couldn't resist them. Look at that pumpkin and the cat. There was also this glass shamrock. Isn't this a fun sun catcher? I love decorating for the holidays. Leave a comment below. I'd love to know what type of items you never pass up. Well, I thought this floral teapot was awfully pretty. It didn't have any markings on the bottom, and I only could find one listed on eBay, and they didn't know what it was either. Over in the cups, I did spot this really interesting piece. I could tell it was older, and it was really a thin porcelain. I'm not quite sure of the maker, but look at that distinctive handle. I did a Google search, and it pulled up this piece, which they said was a antique Balik, and I also spotted this one. I'm gonna have to do more research. I don't know what I found. The green attracted me to this, but it was a newer piece. I thought it might have been something else. This egg was interesting. Look at all that hand painting on there. They were asking $3.99 for it. I was able to find a few solds on eBay. This planter was really nice. It was definitely an older piece. They were asking $5.99 for it, and it was in this cream color. They also had this more modern one down here. I love buying planters at Goodwill. It's a great place to find them at a good price. Over in the metal section, I found this ringer. At least that's what I think it is. It could be a mop bucket even. They were asking $7.99 for it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Well, it's time to check out the wood aisle. The first thing I noticed wasn't even on the shelf. It was put on the floor in front. Look at this magazine rack. It had this hammered metal attached to this wood frame. It was a really interesting piece. And look at the comps I found. I didn't find the exact one, but I found one similar. This poor mail holder. Look at it. It's broken. Right along the edge there. Too bad. This box was really beautiful. They were asking $8 for it, but look at the two-toned wood. I just thought that was gorgeous. I put it down to take a look at the inside. It had a nice green interior with a mirror. I decided to put that in the cart and think about it. I also spotted these mid-century candlestick holders. They were asking $5.99 for a set of 2, and then the others were missing the inserts. Well, over on the plate aisle, I noticed these blue melamine plates. I think they were more modern because they said made in China. They were asking $2.99 for them. Look at how they stack their plates. They're just all haphazard. Over in the glass aisle, this piece stood out. Look at this green and gold together. This is a poppy pattern, and it's by Northwood. I definitely wanted to pick this up. I also spotted this yellow depression glass piece. I thought it was really pretty and I didn't recognize the pattern. Although it looks like there were a set of 5, someone must have just bought 4 of them and left this one behind. On this very top shelf, I spotted this really pretty cake plate. There it is. They were asking $14.99 for it. But look at how pretty that is. I loved all of the different pastel colors. I decided to look it up to see if I could find out about it. Turns out it is made by Mikasa. This piece was really old as well. They were asking $2.99. It was a pale blue color. A lot of the gold had worn off. It had some numbers marking it on the bottom, and when I held it up to the light, you could really see that ring of fire. This teapot was interesting. They were asking $5.99 for it. I thought it had an interesting style. There were a bunch listed, but I couldn't find any solds. Well, these bins are pretty empty, so I guess it's time for me to head up to the front and check out. You can also find me over on District on both Vamp and Knickknack marketplaces. If you use the code DustKnow80, you can get $5 off your first purchase on District. Don't forget to join us this Thursday at 6:30. Janice and I will be having a vintage live sale. I hope to see you there. Well, friends, I hope you had as much fun as I did. I'll see you on the next one.